Perfectly curated travel photos on your Instagram feed may look like the ultimate sign of happiness, but for many women, the truth behind the photos is often not as bright. Joining us is the former director of tourism for the states of Mississippi and Louisiana, Darienne Mobley. She has a new book out now on how to choose happiness. Darienne, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So tell me about your book and what inspired you to start writing it.
Well, for me, I guess about 10 years ago, I had all of the stuff, right? All of the stuff that said I was successful from the outside. And yet I didn't feel happy. And it seemed like I should be satisfied. So I felt bad that what I had wasn't enough. And so it made me start to do some digging. I hired a coach and she started asking me some really tough questions. Like, what are you good at? What is your vision for your life? And I didn't have any answers. I was just doing the list. And so that started a several-year process of, what do I really want? What is aligned to my gifts and talents? What do I really have to offer? And then I became a life and leadership coach. And as I worked with other women and men, but primarily women, I found that we have more in common than we think, and that they had some of the same feelings that I had. And so I felt like it was a good time to share what I had learned in this book.
Wow. Why do you think people focus so much on perfectly curated travel photos on their social media pages?
You know, when I'm looking at social media, I'm usually in a pair of yoga pants and a t-shirt, and I'm seeing everybody else in their best life, dressed up, cute. We don't put ugly pictures of ourselves up if we have a choice. And so it is easy to compare. And I think social media has so many positive effects, but the negative is that it gives us the opportunity to think that we are less than. Like, well, I'm not going to a party today. I'm not all that. Look at where they are. So that's the downside, is understanding that those people are also looking at our pretty pictures and thinking the same thing.
So what message or theme do you hope readers take away from your book?
You know, I think the big message is that for me, happiness was a feeling that you got on Hallmark moments. Graduations, birthdays, vacation, Christmas Day. And what I have learned and what I believe to be true is that we choose to be happy by the way we view our circumstances, by our perspective, by the things we bring into our life, the people. Like, it's a choice. I ask my clients to actually make a happy list. What is it that makes them happy? And it's usually not big stuff. It's like flowers on my counter, a hot bath, a glass of wine, lunch with my friends. Like, why don't we do those things more often if we know that they fill us up? And the real message is to take care of yourself, because that's part of the happiness journey, is to say, I matter, right? What I want matters.
And regarding this list that you're talking about, what is the most important aspect that you have seen people's happiness, and how can they choose to be happy?
It's intentional. You just say, what would make me happy today? The other piece of this is what we focus on expands. When you are grateful for what you have, you will see more things to be grateful for. So there's a myth that it's easy for happy people to be grateful because they're just positive or whatever. But actually, it's grateful people that then become happy because they see the good things in their life.
Now, Darienne, if anyone wants more information on your book, where can they purchase your book from?
You can order it on Amazon. It's in paperback and Kindle. It's on Barnes & Noble. And then I have a website, DarienneInc.com, where you can learn more about the book and also my services.
Well, Darienne, thank you for joining us. Honestly, great information for your everyday life, really. So thank you. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.